boys. Yeah, stand right on me, boy. Does anybody know? Que tú y yo no somos iguales, porque si yo fuera tú, yo no fuera nadie.
It's okay, bro. Chill. It's not that serious.
Something about drinking a challenge just takes a whole lot better. But honestly, though, look at us and look at y'all. Yo, welcome back to the Stanley Only Boys. It's your boy Griffin.
What's going on, guys? It's the one, the only, Alvin.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are here live at RCW Renegade Championship Wrestling with the manly creator himself, Tyler Gazaway, and tag team champions.
Okay, we're going to be funny?
Easy.
Viper Wesley and Viper.
Oh.
Welcome, gentlemen. So how are we all doing today, man?
You know, I'd be a lot better if I wasn't put in a match with Damian Bradshaw by someone that doesn't even know anything about wrestling. But, you know, I mean, we're just putting that
we were just giving you a fair chance, though. Let's be honest, right?
Fair chance.
I mean, I was doing it to everybody. He won. So
I advanced in the tournament. I'm doing fantastic.
And then, you know.
Should have been both of us in the tournament, but it's whatever. Yeah. You know, it's just been a rough couple of weeks.
Yep.
How do you get the name Viper?
I'm the world's greatest athlete. I mean, that's all there is to it.
So, how did you? Well, let's start with the man Tyler himself, man. So this is all out of your mind here, right?
Yeah.
So, please, I mean, how do you come? This comes into fruition. How do you do it?
I kind of grew up with it, so it was like something that I've always been around.
And then you thought, I'm gonna do it. I mean, it's a lot.
Well, yeah. I mean, I grew up as a wrestling fan like everybody else does, right? But like, my grandpa started this show, and he passed away, and now it's all mine, and it's all on me. So like, the whole time, like other family members were a part of it and stuff like that, and then they went away, but I stayed the whole time. So when he passed, it became just me. So I brought other people in to help me, like obviously like Dale Atkins. That guy's like the backbone of this place. So we just kept it going, and I've always been super into wrestling, and I feel like I have a decently creative mind. So
I will say you've tried some great ideas, like putting these three guys in a tournament, and hey, sorry.
Hey, that was y'all. That was y'all. That was not me. That was y'all.
He actually knows what he's doing. He's not an outsider.
What?
Yeah, that was y'all.
The great idea was letting us control.
Yeah,
the
match. I was like, hey, what do we do to draw a crowd? Let's bring Stanley Only Boys in.
Yeah,
I mean, even though you already got the greatest tag team to draw the crowd. I mean, hey, let's
one half,
some outsiders.
One half of the greatest tag team championship probably.
He's the winner here.
You gonna take that from them?
I'm the one.
They're trying to make you mad right now.
They are, but I'm not. I'm a calm, cool, and collective person. I'm not going to let them get under my skin. I'm going to cover this microphone because fuck these guys. Okay, they're outsiders. Okay, I'm not worried about them. Okay?
But
I would kill them.
Yo, so Tyler, you said your grandpa started this. How long ago did he start it?
2005, July 30th, 2005.
Those guys look cute.
Not too much.
I don't get what the whole.
And he was just a huge wrestling fan and decided to start his own company, or where did that come from?
No, not exactly. See, like he liked wrestling and stuff like that, but he started it to his whole vision. He's always been like that guy who was like starting businesses and stuff like that. But he started it because he wanted me, my brother, and my uncle and stuff like that to have something to do other than just being out on the street doing whatever teenagers do and stuff like that. And he wanted that to be more than just us. He wanted it to be everyone, to where like, hey, bring your kids here, have fun, have a good time at a cheap price. It's affordable, and like, not be out doing wild, crazy stuff. Have fun and watch wrestling. And like, dude, I don't know about y'all, but I love wrestling. Wrestling is the greatest thing.
Where would he get the wrestlers from? Like, because I mean, I don't think there was any other company here, right?
Yeah, there was a bunch. Like back then, especially, there was a whole bunch. Like,
Were there better tag team partners?
there was a bunch of other. Yeah, there was a bunch of other tag teams that were better back then than these
Only
guys.
because we wasn't a tag team then.
Yeah, but like I don't even think some of these guys were in the business then. But
So this was like
I was.
this was like
we both of us.
2005, yeah.
was this like
2005.
territory days or
No, 2005. So I mean,
no,
like,
but I'm talking about before your grandpa started it.
well, kind of. Like there was like, dude, for a while there was like shows, and there was like 3
Every couple
shows in
miles.
Dalton. There was like 2 shows in Chatsworth. Sometimes 3 shows in Chatsworth. Some in Eton. Like stuff was all over the place. But now
That was around the
There's-
time that
hey,
everyone thought they could do it.
Yeah, and
You know, like outsiders just thinking they could be
yeah.
come
Hey,
in and be part
I
of the
just
show.
want to add in one flex. There's one left.
Oh,
There's only one left.
Only one.
Sure, we're sitting in the ring of the last one that's left.
why
Yeah.
do you think that is?
I just feel like some people don't understand wrestling as much as like.
Dude,
I
Wes,
don't-
what are you looking at,
Sorry,
dude?
I was just listening.
Jeez, sorry.
Are y'all gonna fire? You
No,
let me answer the
no, my
question?
bad. That's yeah.
We'd kill it.
They don't want none of this.
Okay, so look, like,
Okay.
I feel like most people don't understand professional wrestling like it should be, and like,
Sorry.
it is a story. Story is what matters, right? So like, I feel like most people just think, oh, go out here and just beat each other with weapons and all this stuff and try to draw people in. That's not what happens. So like, I feel like you should have to tell a story, and I feel like that's my strong suit. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm really good at like helping guys be like, here's how you tell a story. Here's how you get the crowd involved and stuff like that. I feel like that's my greatest asset, and I feel like that's what I'm strongest at. So I feel like that's why we're still here.
That's what one thing you said as far as like that something that's gonna bring people to come back. You know, I'm like, oh, this happened like today. Like, what's gonna happen? The other week
Right,
whenever
yeah.
they. So just that, like you said, that story.
Yeah.
Because if they wanted to see these high flying like gymnastics, they'd watch gymnastics or something else, right?
Right. Yeah.
Going back to like the other like, which we had touched on it a little bit, I think a couple weeks ago about my dad was telling me that there used to be people wrestling in Walmart. Like they'd bring a
Oh, yeah.
ring in at Walmart.
Yeah, we did that in 2007, and then some other shows took it over afterwards. And I'm not gonna like just trash on people.
I will. They suck.
Yeah,
He's like,
There's a
"That's why
reason
I'm
he's on
here."
trash bag years and trash bag wrestlers every year.
yeah, that's not what I'm
I don't have
about.
a filter.
I don't want to trash on people, but
I
like,
do.
but guys,
You're like
come
you ever
on,
seen
like,
the anger translator
Yep.
thing?
Yeah,
I'm his anger translator.
yeah. So he is my anger translator, but there's good wrestling, and there's people that understand it, know what they're doing, and like how to tell a story in a match and stuff like that. And then there's bad wrestling where they just come out here and do move after move after move after move.
There's us and there's everyone else.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I mean, like I would put my product here against anyone, and I feel like that our stories and matches, like even if it's not the greatest like technical wrestler there is, I feel like we can tell a story with that person. If I feel like they're strong enough to do that, I feel like we can.
Where do you think you got that creativeness to be able to tell a story?
I'm really not sure. I mean, like
Just kind of born with it.
Yep, maybe.
Probably
but,
being a
like,
fan.
A lot of
What?
trauma.
Yeah.
Trauma
probably.
helps a lot.
Probably. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot of trauma up here. But I think it maybe just mostly just being a fan of it the whole time, and then like being around it. And like,
what made you want to watch?
Yeah,
So,
and I grew up around this, so I've been around it since I was like 8. So like I seen things that didn't work, and I seen things that did work. So I feel like that maybe helped me too. You know what I mean? Like I've seen bookers that like ran shows and stuff who would be like, it'd be 7:55 and the show starts at 8, and they're just like, all right, here's this guy, let's line up a card. That's never been my mindset.
5 minutes before the show?
Yes,
Oh,
yeah,
that sounds crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then like guys come out here and they just do piss poor performances, and it's just like that's never been my mindset. I always feel like we should know what
You had
we're
a little
doing.
tick there.
No, I was just stretching.
We should know what we're doing like a month ahead of time. You know what I mean?
He's a Marine, so sometimes his trigger fingers a little loose. You know what I mean?
He got a little
Yeah,
PTSD.
But and I think that does help, like, as far as like being like a consumer, right? A consumer of the product, like you know what it is, so you know what like would make you want to watch. Because I mean, thinking back now, like why I would watch wrestling. Vince McMahon, fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think that was the greatest rivalry, and just watching that and like, bro, one week after next week was just crazier and crazier. I never realized how much like went into it till like talking to you guys and then seeing, and then obviously after we hosted the match, which we knew how that went.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just very.
That's strike 2.
It's is it 3 and you're out?
Hey, the big one knows how to count.
Oh, good one. That was a good one.
Now I'm the big one.
So Viper, the winner of the match that we put you guys in,
The only one that won.
the only one, the only
good
that
one, I think.
World's greatest athlete. I mean,
What got you into wanting to be a wrestler?
I would watch wrestling as a kid. Loved it. Loved everything about it. Just enthralled in it. And when I got out of college, a buddy of mine was like, "Hey, this local show's training people." So I was like, "Absolutely." So got in, trained, and 20 years later, I'm the world's greatest athlete. I'm one of the best to ever step in this ring in this area and do this.
That's what he says.
I
What
think
I know.
it's a big difference from being like a fan and then being like, I want to do this. Like, what do you think makes you different as far as like whenever you look at that and you're like, oh, I want to do this. Sorry, this guy, he's looking at something behind me. So I know he's not looking at me. I know he's not looking at
What
me.
does make someone think that?
Would you
What
like
makes
to
they
answer
think
this question?
What
'Cause
makes you think they can
everything's
just barge into it?
I don't know.
No, that's your
Hey, it
question.
sounds like they think they can do it.
That's what I'm hearing.
That would
and
be funny.
It would really be funny.
Anyway,
I think I can do it.
it's you.
I'm pretty sure.
I'll let you.
I'm pretty sure I
If
can do it.
only we had a third person
Yeah.
for y'all to sit here with us.
Yeah, not me. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing
You
that.
never wanted to get in here, Tyler?
See, I trained when I was very young, and then, I've decided not to.
Really?
Yeah.
You think y'all can pull a random person out of the crowd to come up here and be y'all's third? Or
Let's see.
You don't want that though.
Yeah, you definitely don't want
Like,
that.
I mean, it's laughing, you're joking, but you just don't understand because you don't. It's not something you just walk into. And
There might have been the guy y'all pissed off. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
ladies and
Another
gentlemen,
guy.
allow me to introduce another loser, and I mean that respectfully, of course.
Asking for it.
But the one, the only, Brent Banner,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. Can we get
think it's funny.
Let's get a round
I'm
of
having a
applause.
blast.
Bounce my headset off.
Yo, Brent, soft steps when you walk in here, my brother. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Have a seat, man. Put those headphones on.
Obviously, they don't know about the rebel.
No, they don't.
Brent, brother, how you doing?
Pretty good considering.
I like the kicks, man. I like the kicks though.
Yeah,
Stanley
you
only
guys look
boy. Stanley only boy yellow. He's a fan. He's a fan. He's a fan. He a fan.
Brent,
I've been to this whole show.
well, we'll get to what happened right in that match, but a little bit about you, man. How did you get started in the business? What made you want to be a wrestler?
I feel like I got skipped.
I know you
Oh,
can.
we'll come back. We'll come back
Oh
there.
yeah,
Big
you will.
Russ.
I won't give you a choice.
Maybe we'll come back. It's fine.
beauty before bronze, you know?
It's kind of like something, I guess, it's always been there. Something's always been there. As far back as I can remember, it's been wrestling. Even when I couldn't watch it at home, I had a grandmother that would record every pay-per-view on a VHS tape now, guys. You know,
Ooh, that's
a lot of y'all ain't got a clue what none of that is.
A lot of people don't even know what DVDs are.
Right.
What website do I find those on?
But from there, I mean, I was always into it. I was an athlete growing up.
What you play?
Shit, man. Basketball, baseball, football, wrestling.
These girls.
No, I didn't have time, man. I didn't have much.
I see the arms, brother. You can't lie to me. Can't lie to me, brother.
But really, I got out of school and I was like, dude, you've always used your body. You've used it well in everything you've done. So I was just like, I'm gonna go wrestle. I grew up with Tyler, actually Tyler's brother. We went to school together, and I just contacted him one day. I was like, look, dude, I need to train. And that was it. He walked me back, introduced me to some guys, and next thing I know, I was in here killing myself.
How old were
And
you?
I've been doing it every day since.
How old were when you first started?
I was 25.
25. And then, so how was that taking that first bump?
Honestly, it was a rush. It was exhilarating. I mean, come on. You grow up wanting to do this shit, and then you get in the ring one day around a whole bunch of other wrestlers you just watched do their thing, and then you take a bump, and everybody's like, "Hey, not bad." So I mean, woo, on cloud nine right there. On cloud nine, I'm like, let's do this thing.
You see, but you had a good reaction. You didn't get that. Oh, he might be paralyzed.
That come once training started. That came. There were those. It was hit the mat and then like, oh no, I can't get up. Roll out.
All right, so we skip my man over here, man. I'm sorry.
Speaking of my man,
no touchstone, but it's cool.
Speaking of my man over here, what are you guys doing here? What's going on after the shit they made us deal with?
A fair. We gave all you guys a fair chance.
Viper won.
Yeah.
What's his excuse?
Viper always wins, except for in the cages when we lost the tag titles. But,
Lost.
But it wasn't
So
his fault.
It's a common thing. Losing.
And technically, we shouldn't have lost the tag titles because Aiden Wright wasn't even dressed to compete.
Exactly.
So that should be an unofficial
thrown.
match.
Yeah.
So basically, you're saying he doesn't win when it actually matters, is what you're saying.
Oh no, I win when it matters.
He proved that.
Okay. So how did you get into
I was born into it.
the graps?
I was born into it. My dad is a professional wrestler for 30 years. One of the most respected names around here, Johnny Blaze. He was in WCW.
What a name, brother.
Yeah, he was in WCW. I mean, granted, he got beat quick by the Stars or whatever, and he got fired because he made their stars look small, but still, he made it. He can say he got there. And he started my training when I was 5 years old. We had a ring beside our house. So that's what I did every day. I mean, I had a lot of explaining to do when I went to school with bruises and like, yeah, my dad beat me up. And they're like, oh, does your dad beat you? Only when I mess up. I had to get smartened up real quick, not to say that at school.
Yeah.
But then when I was 13, I started refereeing when I was 11 because they were just short of referee. Hey, he knows what to do. Put a shirt on him. Then fast forward, I was 13. I already had my wrestling gear saved up for when I turned 18. They were short a guy one night. And I was like, hey, can your kid do it? And he's like, absolutely not. And I was like, Dad, come on, please. Just this once. He's like, all right, one time. So I put a mask on. The bounty hunter was born. And then it went from there. 20 years later, here I am.
George has a question.
What's your question, George?
Did you lose that first match too?
Oh.
I mean, I think a lot of people lose in their first match.
I mean, I don't know.
But actually, it was a 6-man tag.
Oh.
I wasn't pinned.
That's a beautiful story, Wes. But we all know, us that's been around here. One day, Johnny Blaze took a bump, and Wes Blaze fell out his ass. And Wes Blaze was born.
It's been said.
And it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of times that there was like 3 different people that I was told was my dad, but whatever. I've heard Richie die. I've heard Kelly Miller. It's whatever.
So then, I guess, man, going through y'all's the first match that you guys were a part of, how is that? Because to me, it sounds scary. One's never done it before. All the people watching and everybody, I could see how you could lose sometimes.
But honestly, how hard could it be though, for real? Like, I don't know. That's just me.
Well, I don't know. You guys could tell us how hard
You're
could
gonna
it
look 3
be.
wrestlers in the eye and say that? I mean, we put our bodies on the line every time we step through.
It's not even that. Is he want to talk about how was your first match?
Yeah.
About
how was your first match?
You're gonna
like where, like in the streets. I used to fight.
Did you?
Yeah, back in high school a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
That didn't work out, so you went to podcasting. I got it. That makes sense.
You do this a lot better.
I also, yeah. I can run my mouth a lot more than I can throw my fist.
Let's hear it. What you got? I mean, I'm known. I dabble in a little bit of trash talk. I've done it a time or two.
Oh yeah. But
I mean, last but
Ladies
not
and
least, for the
gentlemen,
ladies.
welcome to Stanley Oni Boys present Trash Talk.
'Cause
To
last
my
but not
right,
least-
we got the beer chugging champion of the world himself, Griffin. To my left, I'm sorry, sir, what's your name, man?
I'm gonna do my own intro because I'm known for it. Last but not least, where the ladies' eyes love to feast, I'm the highlight of the night, Mr. Saturday Night, the longest ride in the park, the Blaze Train. I am Wes. Oh my God, Blaze.
I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty good.
It's an OMG moment you'll never forget.
But then I mean, is that the only good part of yours?
Oh, no. There's plenty. There's 20 years worth of knowledge, experience, putting in works, blood, sweat, and tears. I didn't just force my way into the business. I didn't be like, hey, I want to come and make an appearance and make my name relevant. No, I didn't do that. I worked, I scratched, and I clawed. I didn't just barge into someone else's territory. My sport, the thing that I love, the thing I was born into, I didn't just barge into someone else's. No, I earned mine.
All right, there is a lot of talk.
That made me feel something in my pants.
I mean, and everything like Wes, we earned it. And I'll tell you what also I earned. I earned that ass whooping I got my first match. Yep. I got mopped all up, and I froze up, and I got spanked. Spanked.
Them cheeks got clapped.
When you say froze up.
Yeah, I got my ass kicked.
What do you mean by froze up? Walk me through that.
By froze up?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, you go out there, another big man grabs a hold of you, knocks the hell out of you. I froze. I was like, oh, man, what? I thought we were dancing. No. So, I mean, your first match, I mean, I don't know. Some guys probably have a better first match, but in general, I see guys, you know, it ain't pretty. It ain't pretty for the new guy.
It's like Mike Tyson said.
Like he said, you can't just come in, even training, thinking I knew what I was going to do. First match, bam. There's not you don't just weasel in there, big guy. All right.
Yeah, I'm the big guy.
When do you think you get to the point where you don't have that anymore? Is there a don't have that anymore? Is it always there every match?
Oh, it's always there.
Always there.
Yeah.
Then I get maybe it just becomes
It's a fight for
easier
your
to go
life.
through it.
Yep.
One wrong move, you're paralyzed. Or in some cases, there's people that's died in the ring.
That is crazy. Rey Mysterio killed somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, some cases, and it's not like, oh, it's just a thing that's heard of. Like, this happens yearly people, not a person, yearly people die in the ring. I mean, and it may not be on WWE because that's only that's 20 wrestlers out of, million? How many million of us you think are out there in the
There's
world?
a lot more now than there should be.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
now everyone's like, oh, I got a pair of tights. I'm going to be a wrestler. No, that's the problem with the business today is everyone thinks they can do it. They're not on our level, and they just think they can just jump in and do it. And that's what gives the wrestling a bad reputation, but it's okay. Because then you got places like RCW.
And then some of those
that make us
guys
look good.
that are half-ass trained, those are the ones that wind up usually in the casket. I mean, that's just how it is. I know that's dark. It might be dark. It might be twisted to some people, but I mean, that's reality.
It's true.
Yeah, and I remember what's the ECW, the kid, man, that died. Was his name? It's something with like Metro or something like that. It was like literally like some 17-year-old kid that they put in the ring.
Mass transit.
Mass transit.
They
Yeah.
got
New Jack.
stuff sliced open. Yeah.
Yeah, he literally.
What happened?
He literally died in the ring.
Yeah, he was an outsider pretending to be something he wasn't. He found out the hard way. That's just, kind of life lesson. It's, I mean, not saying I'm glad he died. I'm just saying, it's, stuff happened.
A thing that was big a few years ago. Well, everybody's a stupid game, stupid prizes.
Yeah. Mike Tyson said it best. Everyone's got a plan until you get punched in the mouth.
Yep.
I don't know. I think I'll be hearing a lot of talk and respectfully, I respect every single one of you guys that get in here.
He's about to say something.
But
is he?
I 100% think that we could do it. I 100% think we could do it.
Why's he laughing?
Is this why we're here?
Why's he laughing?
I hope not.
Why's he laughing?
I heard you guys were funny, but I didn't believe it till now. That was
really
good.
good.
I mean,
Yeah.
what does it take, right? Just running the ropes a little bit, a couple bumps, you fall on your back.
I mean, look at Viper. He won.
I think we could do it.
I mean, what all?
He's the world's greatest athlete, though. I never seen a world's greatest athlete with a gut like that. But he says he's
Okay.
he's the world's greatest athlete.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, I've won countless championships at everywhere that I've been. Yeah. So, I mean,
Where have you been?
everywhere.
Tag team championships
Everywhere.
with this guy.
Tag team champions, heavyweight champion.
The Timo Stone Cold Steve Austin over here.
Better than Timu Carmelo Hayes. We got the Carmelo Hayes and the AOP here.
Yep.
Found a roasted.
What about this guy? What about who's he?
Oh yeah, AOP is a team.
they're tag team.
Y'all bunch together. Yeah. They're both talentless. Big guys that don't talk.
Big
All
guy.
right. Let's break the ice a little bit. It's all fun.
Yeah.
Do you remember as a fan when was the first time wrestling broke your heart? Like when you were a kid and you saw wrestling on TV, and you were like,
It wasn't even on TV. It was watching my dad because he was going against a tag team called the Texas Outlaws, who obviously had cowbells and bullwhips, and they had beat him all the way into the crowd, and they stretched him out and took a bullwhip and just whipping him. And I'm just sitting there pouring tears. Whew, that was a rough night. I'll still remember. That's trauma. That's that trauma I was talking about. That really just. But that's the good thing about wrestling. It makes you feel every emotion. You can be happy. You can be sad. You can be. I mean, you can relate, and that's what makes it. Why people get so emotionally invested into it, because it makes you feel. It makes you feel.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of the only forms of entertainment, which is like, it's entertainment, but like I feel like as a fan, you get invested so much. You know what I mean? There's almost like the same thing as watching the Yankees. You know, the Yankees won. Who won?
Dodgers.
Yeah. The
Way
Dodgers.
to be up to date.
Yeah, the Dodgers winning the World Series.
He's from New York.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just hard for me to admit
That
it.
explains a lot. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, shout out New York. I feel like it's kind of like the exact same feeling, where it's like, man, like when you finally see that guy that you've been cheering on forever, you're like, man, I saw him. You know,
And you've
win. It's
invested and you've sunk into it and you've been along for the ride.
Yeah.
But the good thing about wrestling, it's not as predictable. With sports, you know what's going to happen. Football, they're going to run the ball from one end of the field to the other. I mean, you don't know how many times, but you know essentially what's going to happen. Wrestling, you don't know what's going to happen.
And the stories too, because the thing about football is like there's just some bunch of dudes in pads running around, you know. But when you watch, I feel like when you watch wrestling, you're like, oh no, they're fighting over the custody of this child. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's completely different. Like, yo, he has to win. He has to bring his kid back home.
Put Jerry Springer out of business.
Yeah.
I think that, that should just be a thing in life. Like, yeah, you've got a custody battle, just let them fight it out.
Put it on top of a ladder.
Yep.
How about you, Viper?
Vaporizer.
Yeah, disrespect your name.
I also didn't know who won the World Series, so it's not a big, it's not a big deal.
Shawn Michaels' first retirement when he lost his smile. That one sucked. That one
And then
got me
came
right
back
in the
2
heart.
months later.
Yep. But at the time,
Yeah.
You thought that was it?
that was it. Yep.
Brent.
Honestly, guys, like it I don't know. Now, I don't know how many of y'all gonna remember this, but man, Hollywood Hogan.
When he first joined,
When he
NWO.
I was like,
dropped the
whoa,
leg
whoa,
on
there's-
Macho.
NWO.
That's my hero. You know,
Yeah.
I was itty bitty. I was knee high to a grasshopper. That's my hero. What the hell is going on? Who is this guy? You know, yeah, that was the first.
And looking back, I should have seen it coming because the third guy still wasn't there. And even Bobby Heenan said, "Whose side is he on?" But I'm looking at it and I'm like, "No, it's Hogan. We already know what's going to happen. He's going to hit people. He's going to rip the shirt. Then the third guy's going to come out." And then he dropped that leg. I was like, "Oh, wasn't
Yeah, but I think Hogan was a good guy for so long. It's one of those things.
It
where
was getting a little stale.
it was
Yeah.
almost, but in your head, it's almost impossible. Like, there's no way that he's the
You just
the other
accept
guy.
it's never going to
And I
happen.
mean,
Like Cena.
it was stale. It was getting stale, but at the same time, I wasn't old enough to get stale yet. So I was just like, what?
Yeah.
It's my hero.
What about you, Kelvin? When did wrestling break your heart?
Oh man, I remember when Stone Cold turned heel and went with Vince McMahon. Oh man, to me that was
Not
insane.
good, Will.
Because to me that's like the best story ever told. You know, where it's like, all right, it's this dude that gets to beat the shit out of his boss all the time. You know what I mean?
What everybody wishes they could do.
Yeah.
right?
So then I remember like he went with Vince and all that, and all that, and I was like, man, like.
Started hugging everybody.
Yeah, I hated it.
It
I'm
just
like,
wasn't Stone
yeah,
Cold.
I was like, fuck Stone Cold.
It just didn't feel right. That's
Yeah.
when the Attitude Era died, I think.
I hated it. Gentlemen.
Griffin.
I don't think I got one like right off the head. I mean, I did watch it, but I never really like got super invested into it. Just I just figured I could do that.
And you think
that looked easy to me, so I could do that.
Yeah.
But I'll probably say whenever my boy Eddie died,
Oh, that's sad. That's sad.
I'll probably say that's probably the most heartbreaking part there.
Yeah. I think speaking of Eddie, man, I think when Eddie turned on Rey Mysterio,
I saw it coming a mile away.
I just remember he just beat the shit out of him. Even like tore his mask off. Like just, I mean, at the time I'm like, oh my, he's gonna kill him. Somebody stop! Call the police! Why is everybody watching? Let him do this.
Legal.
Yeah, it was insane, man.
Yeah, and then you got the video game. You wouldn't play with Eddie anymore because
Dude.
forget
I
him.
would play against him.
Yeah.
It's like a handicap match, like 3-on-1, dude. Me and my boys just beat the shit out of him, dude.
That's mad.
Or when the Great
man.
Khali just fucking smushed his head, then his eyes started bleeding. I'm like,
yeah.
he's gonna kill him. He's gonna kill him.
And I feel like wrestling is one of those things, man. Like, no matter who you talk to, like, from like the smallest of fans to like the biggest, like
Big
fans.
little boy.
Yeah, like there's always something that you say, just pro wrestling or WWE or ECW, WCW, and there's always like one moment that people can be like, oh, everybody has a guy, you know, like, oh, the Undertaker, even like back in the day, Bruno Sammartino, you know, like, and I feel like depending on who they say, you can kind of like see like, oh, that's when they started watching, or like that's. And I feel like not a lot of stuff is, you know, like that, I guess. You know?
But yet no one's saying, you know what, when those Stanley Only boys, the Sonny Ono boys, whatever they're called, the shady onesie boys, when they was in RCW, man, that made me really want to be a wrestler. I don't think I heard anyone say that, though.
I don't think you're going to.
Hey, man, it's a reason we got invited, brother. And, you know, you guys been here for a while, so, you know, there's a reason.
You know, it's maybe it's time for new, fresh, like, you know, fresh faces coming up in here. Take your old guy spots over here.
Yeah.
Hey Tyler, what's the schedule look like on the 30th, November 30th?
It's free.
Well, it's open. November 30th is free and open. Cause look, as much as you know, you guys could just talk. I think I would love to just show you guys that we could do this. I would love. Okay.
No.
What? Or y'all old guys? You're gonna be asleep by 9 o'clock. Or something? Like,
you know what? If I'm in a match with you, then yes, because it won't take that long.
Nope.
We can take these headphones off, go on right now. We can go behind these cameras if you want.
That's the air and opportunities.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you know what? We'll put this in front of a crowd just so everybody knows.
Oh, yeah.
So y'all are
Oh, you want
serious.
witnesses?
Yeah, they need
100%.
witnesses.
Tyler, are
They
we
need
good for that?
this.
Oh, wait, this ain't part of the
30th.
podcast?
November 30th, are we good for that?
Because I know Tyler. Okay, Tyler had all this nice stuff to tell you, and it was all true. Jimmy starting to place the whole story, but let me tell you something, guys. RCW was not on the map until Brent Banner came along. Okay? Yeah, they're the best tag team. This guy right here can talk all night and pull you right in. But let me tell you something. You really, really, really think you're going to show me that you can do this right here in my home?
I don't know if I'm going to show you. I'm going to fucking try. We're going to try, and I will put everything out. I promise you. One thing I am good at.
I bet this is the first time, okay, other than the other night, the first time you've actually been in a ring and been able to feel and smell everything because you had too much going on during the show, I'm sure. How many times have you been in a wrestling ring on a wrestling mat? Who you guys think you are?
Give me 3 times, and that's all we'll need.
It's only going to
That's
take
all
3
we'll
seconds
need.
to get beat.
3 times.
Okay.
I used to wrestle in middle school, man. That shit was
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Same
Hey,
thing.
I used to be the champ.
Exact same thing. I tell you what, you get down in the position and you just wait as I kick your head off, and then I'll be point.
Yo, real
How
quick,
about
real
that?
quick.
Is that what
Yo,
works?
put your hand right here.
No, I'm good.
No, real quick. Come on, real quick.
You don't want to feel this.
Real quick. Do you feel that?
You feel in charge?
No, do you feel that? You feel
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
You just felt
I
greatness.
felt a little.
You just felt
I felt
greatness right now.
trembling. That's what it
You
was.
just felt greatness.
Tyler,
Yeah.
what can we do November 30th? How can we shut these guys up November 30th?
Is this part of the show? Is this a
don't know.
game?
Look,
Oh, no.
if you want to do something, there's 3 of you, 3 of them.
Give him that mic, Brent. Make yourself useful.
here. Say something.
Listen,
Wow.
Hey, look, I know this is a
them.
show and all, but it's starting to get it's getting real. Like, I'm gonna punch somebody in the face.
share with you.
So
See, I thought we were joking.
yeah,
I did
Okay,
too.
well, hey, let's
Really
bring it
not.
down a notch. Let's finish the podcast like we planned on doing, okay? But like, there's 3 of them, 3 of y'all. If like y'all need to, then we can settle.
Yo,
it.
dibs.
can you-
Dibs on the little one. Dibs on this little one right here.
do you have
Okay.
insurance?
George, you're definitely getting the big one. I don't know what
You
you're
got
talking about,
insurance
George. You're definitely getting the big one, dude.
Yo, what kind of insurance? I got car insurance.
You're
not-
gonna need some
You
health
have
coverage.
life insurance?
Life insurance.
It
Yeah,
doesn't matter. We won't need it. We're good. We're
Yeah,
good.
the one with the mouth, the big one with the mouth. I'm
Look,
sure
man.
you're going to get a little bit from everybody. If you get the
man.
opportunity, the honor to be in here
Yeah.
with
If we're getting it.
these 2 guys and me.
Guys,
we're getting it.
are we serious right now? What's
Yo,
going
Tyler,
on?
Yes.
What's going
I think
on?
we,
One time, Tyler, can you do me a favor and tell these guys the reason that we're actually here is because they can't, you know, they washed up and they can't do it anymore the way they used
Sir,
to.
I
Yeah, we
Hey,
need to
there's
show.
a, there's a reason.
Let's
There's a
make an
reason.
example here.
No, you Viper, you
us,
won, though.
let's make an example of these guys. These people need to know.
Let him know. Let him know. Let him know.
Nah, your funeral.
There's a reason our picture's on the poster, not your guys. You know what I'm saying?
It was
What you
on
gonna do
the
with these little
poster.
muscles, huh? What you gonna do with that? Huh?
Oh, you want to find out?
Wasn't we front and center on the poster for this past show, by the way?
Yeah, we
Like,
were
were front and center, like
and
front and
center.
center because we are front and
Oh,
center.
it's probably the last one.
Yeah.
You're gonna be
No,
front
it will not.
Because even when we're not the champions, we're still the thing everyone's talking about. Funny how that works.
Yeah, because y'all lose all the time. That's
Instead,
like
we got
so-
the shady shady
Y'all just-
shady
God,
onesies.
there's such a great Ben Bear
Sonny
here
Ono
on
boys.
all parts. Like, come on, can we just settle this and like continue?
Combined, there's
Can-
50 years of experience right here.
Shut the hell up. Can we just have a podcast?
You're
where
lucky
you guys
I
get
work for
along?
him. You're so lucky.
Can we have a podcast? You guys get
Yeah,
along?
we're going.
We'll have a podcast. We will. We'll finish this out. We'll hash this out like gentlemen. But I need a set date on something. The 30th is open. I said we need a set date, something on concrete written down that we're gonna do.
Yo, he just said y'all are 50.
I'll sit down.
Y'all guys are 50.
Yep.
No,
Brent's gonna step
combined,
out.
there's 50
Brent's
years of
gonna step out.
experience.
Oh, man.
20,
Wow,
20.
Brent couldn't take the heat. He couldn't take the heat, boys. Sorry, I get it.
That's his, I'm about to run and punch someone in the face look.
It is.
Yeah,
I've seen it a time or two.
There's like
Hey, there's a pretty little face right here for you to punch. Come on.
Or
Come over here.
kiss.
Come on.
Hey,
What
I
you gonna
almost
do?
get out of here, but all I
What-
gotta say
what-
is you let this happen.
What you
Let
gonna
it
do with
happen.
them muscles?
I'm begging you, let it happen. Let it happen. They think they can handle it. They think they can get in the ring. We can get in the ring and do this. Do what we do.
We know
Let 'em-
we can
let 'em-
handle it.
let 'em
You
come
cool
get a bite.
signing waivers?
Let 'em get a bite.
Yeah, man, I'll sign whatever.
They'll need to sign waivers because this is going to get ugly.
I'm not getting sued.
You know this.
Listen,
I had a
This is-
WWE
this-
tryout. If I can make it to that level, what makes you think I couldn't handle three nobodies?
Try out.
Yeah, I should have tried
I
hard.
didn't
Should have
make
tried harder. bro.
shit.
Or I could shot this hand across his face.
He's within striking distance.
It is.
I almost did something. That's what you just said. I was almost there.
I almost got that job.
Sorry, Tyler. Please. I went to the interview. Sorry.
God. Okay, this is not what I expected. Okay, and I'm sorry that this happened. I did not expect this.
Oh, man, it's all right,
No,
man.
no,
You don't got to
It's not,
apologize
your,
for
it's
these
not your
guys.
fault these guys don't know how to fucking act. It's not their fault. They don't we can put cameras and lights in front of their face. They have no idea what to do. They lose their minds, go like Neanderthals. But please, continue. Sorry.
Not the one dragging my knuckles, but okay.
Okay.
Okay, this is not planned, guys. I don't know.
Yeah, I
what
wasn't expecting a low
going on, so,
chromosome
yeah.
count in here.
You,
but it's
you may
fine.
need to talk to them behind the camera about
Y'all
this.
must be from Dalton.
Oh, no, we are.
Oh, I'm so
That
sorry.
is-
That explains a lot. Should we give him a pass for being from Dalton?
No.
No? Okay.
Nope.
I need
No,
somebody
not
bring me.
now.
That
I need
explains
somebody
why.
bring me a beer.
There's
Because
Oh, I got
Jesus
you.
like a
Christ,
chromosome.
I got you,
like
boss.
yeah. Jesus Christ.
We got you, boss man, because
yeah,
we're
thank-
your new talent here. Because these guys can't.
It's funny because RCW's
you?
been here 19 years, and that's their combined IQ is 19. It's crazy how that works. It's so ironic. It's like it's meant to be.
All right. I think we could do this. Us three, you three, right?
Yeah? You think?
Dibs on the little one.
He keeps
I think-
calling me the little one.
Whoa. Are y'all for real?
I am 100% for real.
Oh, I don't give a damn if they're
100%.
for real or not. They wrote a check.
Wes, there's
They've-
safety issues. We can't.
I
just
know.
throw
They've dug their
everybody in
graves.
the ring, yeah.
Yeah, okay, look, give us the 30. We still have some time, you know. Give us 3-4 days of a little bit of training here and there.
I don't even
That's
need
all.
none.
We'll be fine.
Give me like 2
How much?
beers.
How much is it? How much can
They'll
we
be
Man,
really
give me
do?
like 2 beers
Let 'em
before I get in
find
the
out.
ring, and I'll be good. 2 beers.
Let them
that's it.
find out.
Guys, this.
We'll sign whatever you need us to,
Yo, look,
Tyler.
it's gonna be
Whatever you need us
it's gonna
to.
be light work, man. It ain't nothing.
I'm begging.
They're the ones who need to sign the waivers. We don't even gotta sign nothing.
Sign this match.
Since 2012, I have come to you and I've done everything you've asked me. I'm asking you one time to do this for me.
Damn, 2012. How old were you back then? Like 40?
Sign the match.
He's not that old, thank you.
Guys, okay. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. Okay. We are gonna do the match.
Perfect. Perfect.
Let's
We'll
go.
show, we'll
Let's
show y'all.
go.
Yeah,
we'll
we
show you
are-
how to
we-
win a match.
Show us. Show us.
3.
Well, not Viper already knows. I mean, you.
Yeah.
Hey,
We'll show you.
guys, this is serious. This is not something that you just jump into. Okay. So like, I know y'all.
Like it's
never
not
done-
when these cameras go off, you're gonna be like, hey, good show, brother. No, that's not how it works.
not
That don't
how
work
it
for me,
happens.
brother.
Rub your
I'm
mustache.
Let's
Let's go. I'm
Let's
down
go.
right
Yeah,
now.
down
Let's
right
go.
now. Let's go. I mean,
But
we can move this stuff out of the way.
You
We're
felt
not-
greatness
we're
earlier.
not.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
not.
yeah. I
You want
felt
to
trembling. That's what
you
I
want
felt.
to feel it? You want to feel it more in the ring?
Yeah,
Hey,
let's do it.
hey.
Let's do it.
We're not doing
Let's
it.
move this stuff right now. We'll do it right now. I don't
Let's
care.
do it.
We're
Okay.
not.
I'm ready to go.
Y'all ready?
Hey, I like a crowd. I like a crowd. I want everybody to watch these wrestlers with so much experience get schooled by us. I would love that. So we'll do this 3v3.
All right.
November 30th, right here, Renegade Championship Wrestling. Will we see you there?
I'll be here.
I'll be
I'm
here.
always here.
Dibs on the little one.
Oh, hey, God.
He almost kissed you.
This is not what I expected. Okay.
Look at them.
Surely y'all are trying to like display some show of power. It's
Who the hell is the Stanley Only Boys? Yeah, the Stanley Only Boy. Does anybody know?
Tú y yo no somos iguales, porque si yo fuera tú, yo no fuera nadie.
I think I know what you fellas need. What do they need, Wes? Well, first of all, they need someone that cares. Because you notice like 3 people clap for y'all? I just want to... Okay, now they're... Okay, no, hold on. They're just being facetious. Okay, look, I'll prove this. Ladies and gentlemen, the Stanley Only Boys. I'll go ahead, I'll borrow this, if you don't mind. If you don't mind. Chancellor, how we doing today? How we doing? Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the moment we've all been waiting for. To my left is Griffin, to my right is Adon, and you asked who are the Stanley Only Boys. Well, my name is Kelvin, and we are the podcast here. But today, we're here to host the show. And you see, you asked earlier who was having a bad night. And I really think the only people having a bad night here tonight is you guys. And the problem is, you're worried about us when you should be worried about winning matches. Right? What you think?
So you know what? We're going to give you guys an opportunity to not just win a match, but win a championship. It's what we all want, right? We all want to be champions?
We're the greatest tag team in RCW.
Are you the greatest tag team in RCW? Tell you what, November 30th is a tournament to win the championship. Singles championship. There's 3 of you guys. How about you guys are the first 3 matches in a singles match? How does that sound? You guys want to see these guys in a match tonight? How about is Damian Bradshaw in this tournament? Maybe. I don't know. Should he be? Should Damian be in here? Maybe. Okay. I'll tell you what, Wes, since you talk the most, we'll put you first. First match to open the show.
Who you got?
What do you think, Griffin? Let's get a group huddle real quick. Let's, hey,
Hey, we're over here. Hey, man, you guys go.
Hey, you guys stand back there. We're going to talk for a little bit. All right, this is our first time being bookers. We've never done this before. So give us a second.
I got a singlet on.
What you guys think?
There's one guy over there.
What are you wearing? You smell good. You good? You good?
That guy. What about the guy with the soul? Right? I think that he's good. All right. I think we made a decision. Wes, you're gonna be number one to go on this match right here. And there's gonna be the guy we met in the back real quick, which he should be coming out here shortly.
What do you got? Bring it on.